Oh yes, good afternoon
Good afternoon.
and
네, 들어가세요.
okay,
예. wait a second.
okay, okay.
예. 집사람 번호요. 예. 들어가세요. 오케이.
Okay, so
Keep going.
happy Friday
Happy
and nice
Friday.
to
예.
see you again, right?
Good to see you
How did
again.
your week go?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going well.
Oh, that's great. And any
Uh,
plans for this weekend?
This weekend I will do same thing as usual. I'll have I'll have some more classes and then dictate all the classes and then read some books and watch movies.
Wow. Okay, so do you already have, any movie that you want to watch this weekend?
Yeah, actually, I want to watch Mission Impossible series, all the
Mm.
series during the weekend.
Mm-mm. Oh, do you like Tom Cruise?
Oh, yes, right. Especially, yeah, I think Mission Impossible series is getting better, getting more excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not going to comment on that
You don't
because
like action movies, right?
I know I love action movies. However, when it
Yeah.
comes to Mission Impossible, there are mixed
Mm.
views. There are really mixed
Uh,
views. Yes. So in your
uh,
case, in your opinion, it's getting
yeah,
better and better. For
yeah,
some students, for some of my students, they think that
yeah.
it's getting worse and worse.
Ah,
So well, yeah.
yeah.
In my case, it's okay. I still like it.
Yeah. I really like
uh,
the Mission Impossible. Yeah.
oh, yes. I like Mission Impossible. However, I'm more particular with Liam Neeson. I like Liam Neeson movies.
Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson
Mm.
also, yeah, is also good actor, and then she
Yeah.
has some kind of action movies. Actually, his first movie was very impressive.
Oh, so his
Yeah,
first movie.
yes, right. Do you know that movie?
What
Liam
movie?
Neeson's first movie. It's a little bit gloomy. Liam Neeson is some kind of a scientist or something like that, but he got attacked by somebody, and
Mm-mm.
then the story was I not recall clearly, but that that was kind of action movie, and then really exciting.
Mm. Well, I'm not sure what's his first movie because I think I'm not yet born at the time, or I was
my
not yet
my
born at the time.
yeah, maybe
I think so.
you're a girl at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, just a kid. Yeah, but I particularly have you already watched the Commuter, his 2018 movie?
Commuter?
Yeah, his latest
Mm,
movie this year.
no, I think I didn't watch that.
Ah, good. Yeah,
Commuter.
good. Yeah, I like it. Yes.
Mm,
So,
okay.
well, Liam Neeson. He's one of the greatest, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, yes, what
Yeah.
topic would you like us to discuss today?
I'd like to discuss about uh,
Uh,
study shows human can be emotionally manipulated by robots. Number 119 or
187.
107. Okay.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So,
may I read the article before
yes.
starting? Okay. A team of researchers at the University of Duis, Duisburg-Essen in Germany has found that humans can be sus- susceptible to emotional manipulation by a robot. In their paper published on the open access site PLOS ONE, the group describes experiments they carried out with human volunteers' interaction with the robots and what they found. Back in 2007, a team of researchers carried out a study called "The Begging Computer Does Not Want to Die." Volunteers were asked to switch off a robot cat, but were not sure what to do when the cat begged them to please not to turn them off. In this new effort, the researchers have replicated this experiment using more volunteers and a different robot. The new study involved 89 volunteers who were asked to interact with a nanorobot under the guises of helping it become more intelligent. At the conclusion of the interaction, a researcher would ask the volunteers to turn off the robot only to have the robot back, then please not to do so. In addition to voice requests, the robot also displays bodily actions meant to bolster their request. Some volunteers served as controls. They were asked to turn off the robot but did not experience begging from the robot. The researchers report that ultimately 43 of the volunteers were confronted with a decision between complying with the researcher's request or the robots. They report that 13 volunteers chose to heed the robot's wishes and that all of the others took longer to turn off the robot than did those in the control group. They suggest their findings indicate that the humans have such a strong tendency to anthropomorphize robots that we can fall prey to emotional manipulation. They note that they also found the type and length of socializing before being asked to turn off the robot did not appear to have any impact regarding the decision made by the volunteers. Each of the volunteers was interviewed after their interaction with the robot. Those who had refused to turn off the robot were asked why. The researchers report that many of the volunteers refused simply because the robot asked. Others reported feeling sorry for the robot or worried about doing something wrong. So, mm,
Okay, wow. This is
yeah,
quite a very unique and
yeah,
right, very unique article. So before we go to
yeah.
the vocabs, so kindly summarize the article in your own words. So.
Okay.
Mhm.
So from the research of Germany university, they found some volunteers just manipulated by robot to appear, even though they know there's a robot, but they couldn't turn off the power when the robot asked them to not to turn off the power. So I think they feel sorry on that.
Mm-mm. Yes. So they felt sorry, right? They
Yeah.
think that, oh my God, what a b- pitiful something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now let's move on to the vocab. So the first one is replicate. So what do you mean by
Replicate.
replicate?
Replicate, like make an exact copy of something or reproduce.
Right. Yes.
So,
So
yeah,
like a replica. So make a sentence using the
replica,
word
yes,
replicate.
replicate. Mm, lots of Chinese company replicate the original product.
Correct, right?
Yeah,
They even admit it. They know themselves what
yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Okay, so number two, how about guys?
Guys, an external form, appearance, or manner of presentation, typically concealing the true nature of something. Guys,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's guys. So try to
yeah.
make a sentence using the word guys.
Mm, concealing the true nature of something.
Yeah.
You
You,
it's not you can show your guys by what you are saying.
so you can show your guys but what you're saying, or you can show your guys through your speech or
Yes,
through
right, through
your
your
the way you
speech.
talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Good. So number three, that is bolster. So what is bolster?
Bolster, support, or strengthen, or propping up, prop up. Yeah,
Yes, prop up. Yeah,
yeah,
to strengthen.
yeah. Many many companies bolster their employees for the better performance by more welfare or benefits.
Oh yes. Does it really happening in your country? Do they bolster?
Yeah, yeah, some companies do that, but some companies don't do that. But yeah,
Mm,
I think that's a good motivation to enhance the
mm,
performance.
mm, okay, that's great. And of course, the last one, heed.
She
Yeah.
pay attention to something, take notice of something. Hit.
Yes.
Uh, we should hit to the speaker when he's presenting important subject.
Yes. When he's presenting important subjects, okay, or matters.
Mm,
So
yeah.
let's move on to the comprehension question. So, what was the study called, and what is it about?
Uh, this study called the um, plus one.
Yes,
Yeah,
plus one.
it's about the it check if a human can manipulate it by the robots up here.
Yes, can be manipulated by
Yeah,
robots. So,
robot.
how many volunteers were asked to interact with robots, and how many of them heed the robot's requests?
Okay, yeah, there are 89 volunteers for who are asked to interact. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. And how many of them? How many of
uh,
them? Yes.
43 of the volunteers were confronted with the decision.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. So,
then they report that 13 volunteers chose to heed the robot's wishes.
right. Yes.
Mm,
And what was the reason for not turning off the robots?
the reason they suggest their finding indicate that humans have such a strong tendency to anthropomorphize robots.
Yes.
Yeah,
Anthropomorphize.
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 Anthro-
Anthropomorphize.
Anthropomorphize.
Yeah,
Okay.
anthropomorphize. Yes.
Anthropomorphize.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's move on to the discussion question. So, are you an emotional person? So, do you think you can easily get moved by things you see or watch?
That's right. I think I'm an emotional person. So
Mm-mm.
when I watch when I watch some dramas or movies, or when I read some books, I easily got emotion.
Emotional.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
got affected by the content or the story of the movies or books.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, when the scene is sad or when someone is crying, yes,
Yeah, or
do you
someone.
also shed
Yeah,
tears?
yes, right. I I'm easily affected by the scene or the yeah
Mm-mm.
yeah stories.
Okay. So, was there a movie? I mean, did you watch, or what was the movie you watched wherein you cried, or you literally, cried?
Yeah. Literally cried. Recently, uh, several months ago, my family watched a movie about it's a kind of a sex slave during Japan colony.
Japanese colony.
Yeah, yeah, it's a story about Korean elderly woman kidnapped to for uh, to as a sex slave during World War II, and then the movie was made by on the true story,
Mm-mm.
and then we my I and my family were cried because the story was really sad, and then we felt really sorry to her, and then also we felt something to do to make up for life.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Is it a Korean movie? The title is I
Yeah,
Can Speak?
that's a Korean movie.
Ah, okay. Is it I Can Speak? Is this the title in English?
Uh, Type in English. The name of the movie is I Can Speak.
Yes, I
Yeah.
watched it.
You watched that? Same.
I have it at home.
So
Yes.
what's your feeling about that?
Of course, I also cried because,
Yeah.
it also happened here in my country. They did
Ah,
not make a movie here in my country, but during the World War II,
yeah,
Japan colonized the Philippines too.
exactly.
China, yes, right? China, was that Korea, the Philippines.
Yeah,
And then I watched a documentary about a woman. She
yeah,
said, I was lucky to be alive because
yeah,
was that they were abducted. They were inside a room, and then the Japanese soldiers came, and
yeah,
they said they were picking like women,
yeah,
and then that woman at the time she was only 13,
yeah.
but they say like okay, are you a virgin like that?
Fortune. Yeah,
And then she said, was that married, like
yeah,
asawa means in the Philippines means I have a husband, I'm married.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they did not choose her.
Ah,
However,
they
they
just
chose,
want the virgin girls.
yes, they chose one, and
Yeah.
then she was abused, tortured, and then she never came back. But
Ah,
they knew what had happened to the other girl.
yeah. Mm. Yeah,
But
similar things happened in Korea.
Korea.
And then from the lots of media, we know at the now, but I don't know why Korean government, former Korean government and Japan just try to hide that past.
Mm,
Yes, so many people suspicious on that former Korean government and the Japan government made some contract on
mm.
there.
Yes, they will never accept. They also did not fully, apologize here in my country, so it's impossible.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly.
Yes.
Actually, Japan, they insist that's not a mandatory or that's not a kind of kidnap. They just still want to get some money at the time. So they
Mm,
volunteers to be a sex slaver for the
mm.
soldiers. That's what Japanese insist.
Yeah. And they will never ever, because if they're going to accept, it means that they accept that they made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah. The sad thing is half of the elderly, sex slave elderly, are already passed away, and that they
Mm,
are too old at the moment. So they
mm.
are also trying to get back they want to also get apologize from Japan.
What
Japan is
apology
just
from Japan?
yeah
Mm,
prolong the decision until all of them pass away.
mm. No, we cannot. Even here in my country, my
Yeah,
grandparents,
yeah.
they hated the Japanese. My grandfather fought during the World War II.
Oh,
He died, already died. So
oh.
yeah, they cannot
Sorry to hear
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So no one.
Yeah,
It will never
that's a
happen.
that's a very sad story. So we should be strong, make a strong country and strong people.
Mm. But my country is poor, so it's impossible for now. Yeah. Oh
No, I think it's
yes.
getting better, getting better. Yeah,
I hope. Yeah. Because
yeah.
Chinese, they're already abusing Filipinos.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Mm,
When Filipinos go to, Scarborough Shoal to fish,
yeah.
the Chinese Navy, they will get all like the fish or all, let's say, the seafood, and then they're just going to let them go.
Yeah.
They
Actually,
steal.
yeah. That's the another. Uh, if they get some power, they could be arrogant and then manipulate other neighbors. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, China was
Mm.
also poor country, so
Mm.
they need lots of support from other country.
Mm.
But now they are very arrogant. They think they
Yes.
are the center of the world, and only two countries. America and China is
China.
the two top power countries.
Yeah, so they think that they can beat, was that the U.S. in the coming years? That's their goal.
Yes, right. Maybe yeah, 10 years later or 20 years later. So China nowadays they have some trouble to their neighbor countries, lots
Mm.
of neighbor countries. Yeah,
They want our land. They want our country. They also
exactly.
want India, Taiwan,
Yeah,
Indonesia.
yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if it's Korea, if they're trying to
Korea
get some of your
also,
territories. Oh,
just right. Actually, they they are hiding or
oh,
delete the history, their history with Korea.
mm,
Actually, some part of the China used to
mm.
be on Korea's territory.
Ooh, really?
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Several hundred years ago, some parts of
Mm,
the China is Koreans, but they delete all the evidence or history monuments.
yes.
So they want to just hide the story history.
Yeah, they keep on saying it's history, but no. Oh, I hate them.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, but not totally, but I dislike them now. Okay, so now let's go to the next. So do you believe that robots can really affect people's emotions? Why or why not?
I think robot can affect people's emotion because it's not a matter of a robot. People, some people feel very lonely. So even though robots appear or robots, they want some conversation with robot. So as you can see, sometimes some people uh, have having a good time with Siri of iPhone.
Mm-mm-mm.
So Siri is not a human or real human or like that. They just some people just want to have a conversation with something.
Mm-mm. Ah, how about you?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Siri?
I tried Siri, but I I don't enjoy that
Why not? You're going to
because
talk,
Siri
right?
couldn't recognize my instruction or my question very well.
Mm-mm. Ah, okay. But if you
Yeah.
want, actually, there's this Japanese product. It was released a year ago or 2 years ago, and this
Yeah.
one is a very miniature or tiny doll. And
Ah, yes, right.
then,
I know that.
oh my
Yeah.
God, I don't know, it's kind of
That
weird.
was a really cute. Yeah.
Do you, if I mean, if you have if you can, would you
Yeah.
like to buy, purchase one of that? Ex- I don't know the name. That doll. That
Uh, so,
yeah,
no,
holographic
no, no.
doll.
Like I just yeah interested in that.
She's just interested, but not totally
Yeah.
buying. Yes.
Yes, right.
Okay. So anyway,
Okay.
then,
Yeah.
as much as I want to
Yeah.
continue, our time is up. So thank you so much,
Yeah.
Taybong, and hope to
Okay.
talk to you again. Bye bye.
Okay.
Happy
Bye bye.
weekend.
Bye bye.